Welcome back to episode 17 of the Sims 4 Asylum Challenge. Thankfully, I have annoying anxiety and I double checked to see if I was recording properly because apparently I didn't have any sound. Which the irony of that is, one of my last videos, someone commented about my sound and said I should talk to my microphone like this. But I'm not going to do that because I think this sounds better. Anywho, but I didn't have my microphone because for some reason, haven't touched anything in my settings, but my computer decided that I was going to use just a default mic, which I don't have a default mic. You can't see it. I have this mic, and it's a Blue Yeti. Its name isn't default, it's Blue Yeti. So I had to mess with the settings. But anyways, so now that crisis is averted, I hope. I'm going to check it again in a second. But let's talk about what I've been working on. I need another sip of coffee, hang on, because I got up at 5 o'clock this morning. Which is almost an hour earlier than I normally get up to do these videos. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning so I could edit another episode and do this episode because I've been so excited to record this. So, anyways. So I've done some stuff in the background because there's a lot of stuff to The Sims where I know I don't find it necessarily entertaining to watch. So I don't expect you to find it entertaining to watch. It's fun to do, but not fun to try to comment on. So I move that back a little bit. There we go. I worked on some relationship stuff because, we had goals when we started this challenge. We wanted to have Valentina be our bestie, Riley to be our enemy, and Dean to be our boyfriend. And we're not going to let death stand in our way. So I did a thing. Did get to best friend status with Valentina, although because you don't talk to them every day, it did kind of go back down. But yeah, let's start talking about some stuff we did. Okay, so we've done things. We got Dean back in the household. And not only did we get Dean back in the household, him and Flip are soulmates. Yes. So there was a lot of work behind that. Mostly it was just taking pictures and, talking and all that fun jazz. But got him up to a soulmate level. To be able to invite a ghost back into the household to be a playable character, you do have to have their friendship up significantly. Reading online, some people said it only has to be like 95%. Some people say it has to be 100%. I just got it all the way to as much green as I possibly could, and it just kept talking to them. And finally, it came up with, it was a choice on here, and it said move into household. So yes, I did that. My original plan, I was planning on taking his tombstone with Flip when she moved into her new house, but I decided I was afraid that something would happen, even though all the online things say, no, it's fine, you can move a ghost's tombstone. I didn't believe them. I have trust issues. It's fine. So I decided that I was going to work on that while we were still here. So we got the relationship status up. Part 2 of trying to get him back to life is you have to create something called ambrosia. And I'm on like one of the last few steps to do that because we decided to have a garden. I think the last episode I only had these two things and we were worried that they weren't growing. Well, they're fine. They're flourishing. It's great. But also found out I didn't actually have to plant these, that there's some in the plasma fruit that we were using to for Liana and Jamie, they're actually out here, so you can just go harvest them out there. You don't have to actually grow them. Would have been helpful to know that. But anyways, so we've got 3 flourishing plasma plants. And, but, so we do have all the ingredients that we need to cure one of our vampires. But that's not what we're talking about right now. Right now we're talking about bringing Dean back to life, because that's what's really important. Because they're going to move out of the asylum together, okay? But to do that, you need an angelfish, which we have. People said it was really hard to catch, but it didn't take me very long. I thought it was going to take a lot longer, which is why I was like, oh, I'll do this off camera so I don't bore you with fishing for 3 hours. It took me like 5 minutes, if that. And online they say you can go to different worlds. I did it back here. I didn't go very far, and it worked. So you need the angelfish, which we got. We need a youth potion, which we'll get soon. But we also need a death flower, and that's where I'm having some issues. In this episode, I am going to try to take them all to Glimmerbrook. I think that's what it's called. The witchy part of The Sims. And apparently you can buy a death flower sometimes. But I don't know if that we need a spellcaster to do that. So we might have to control Valentina. But before we go anywhere, we are going to get our level 8 of the culinary career. So that way we're done with the challenge. So then I can technically control her. I am trying to grow a death flower. It requires a lot of steps. And I think I did it in the wrong order before. So what you have to do essentially, and don't quote me on this, if I can get it to work, I will tell you how I did it. But basically you're mixing a lot of fruits and flowers together. And then you get the death flower, which then you use the death flower, the potion, and the fish, and you make ambrosia. And then you get the ghost to eat it, and they come back to life. That's the quick part of it. Problem is, to get pomegranate, you have to breed a bunch of different, or 2 different trees, cherry and apple, I think, and you get pomegranate. However, I was fortunate enough to actually catch a pomegranate. So, word to the wise, if you catch random things and you're like, I'm not going to need it, don't sell it because you don't know. I was so happy that I didn't sell the stupid pomegranate. So I grew a pomegranate tree, and then you're supposed to combine it with a lily and an orchid and all that other jazz. But I think I did it in the wrong order, so I am trying it again, but we're going to go, if we can't get that to work, we are going to go to the Whoozy Whatsies. So we might not be able to do that in this episode, but in this episode, I am pretty confident that we'll be able to get to a level 8. So let's get playing so we can get working. Right now, I think I'm having them cook together. Or she's eating peas. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. So some other things that happened that I'll talk about. She randomly caught on fire. I think one of the little pissed off red ghosts did it. She was just standing here, and all of a sudden she just caught on fire. Sam was standing here, and he caught on fire. That's what this is over here. Riley's just hanging out. So, another fun thing that I realized, I was trying to figure out, like, relationships. So, I clicked on her relationship, right? Pretty standard, you know, anybody that they talk to ends up in this thing. She despises Bearcula and Skelly Bear. Despises. I didn't even know that these things could be, like, what? I don't know. I thought that was funny. So let's go over their moods today while we're clicking on people. So he's feeling confident. He's been doing some cooking and stuff. Fitness. He helps in the garden sometimes. Video gaming. All that kind of stuff. She's been doing cooking. She's also been helping out in the garden. She's been playing the guitar a lot. And apparently a violin. I don't know where she got a violin, but okay. Obviously, we got him back from the dead, which was really exciting. And she's doing pretty good at video gaming, but she keeps asking, like, do I like it? But she's at a level 6, so she must like it a little bit. Guitar. Oh, yeah, he's been doing pretty good mischief. And, like, at level 7 or whatever, he's like, does he want to reconsider? I was like, no, does not want to reconsider. We are at a level 6 of baking. I don't think that matters for making the ambrosia, but for making the ambrosia, you do have to have a level 10 of cooking and gourmet cooking. So we're good there. Oh no, we're not. We gotta work on that. Okay. But yeah. So that's where we're at. Let's cook a gourmet meal. Let's try to get that going. Another thing that I realized, see, we have to do daily tasks, which I had no idea. No idea that was a thing. And I was like, I'm thinking that this is something you do at work. I'm like, how do I control her to do work? But no. If you're cooking at home and preparing food at home, that counts. So, that's that. So, for this, we are waiting for, what is this, a snapdragon? Okay, so we have to make an orchid, there we go. Sometimes I have to hear a word or say it a bunch of times to get it right. But yeah, we're making that flower by combining a lily and a snapdragon. I had to take her to the park to find a snapdragon and a lily, and it took me forever because you know how I was going to the grotto and I was uprooting plants? I thought I was taking the plants, but no, you have to take a cutting. So for that to work, you have to wait for it to actually grow. So you have to stay in that area for a certain amount of time. She slept on a park bench, okay? That's how dedicated she is to bring her man back to life. She slept on a park bench. So yeah, I did do that. So gathered up those supplies and whatnot. Yeah, so Sam was on fire. He discovered the fire, but he was actually on the fire. He was the one on the fire? That makes sense. This is 2 cups of coffee's worth of coffee right here. She's got to go to work soon. So yeah, the food prep is 25% done. So hopefully, as we try to get her gourmet up, that'll help. Ew, there's bugs in here. Gross. Deal with that later. Yeah, so I had to plant all of these. I was trying to, because according to the online forums, it says that you can get a lily and a snapdragon out of the starter packs of seeds. So I was just buying a bunch of seeds and trying to get them. And I was also I had to grow a bunch of stuff to get her level up a little bit. What is her level now? 6. So, yeah. She was working on that for a bit. I'm trying to figure out, like, this is Dean, but I don't know what he's doing. Alright, cook a gourmet meal. What else can we make? Sim City cheesecake. I also find it weird that you can cook some cookies, but you could also bake other cookies. I don't know. It's a thing. Why is everybody in the kitchen right now? Had to move a stupid light. I hate these light fixtures because this one was down just a smidge over here, so you couldn't use the counter. Like, what? I find it weird that ghosts have to sleep. I'm just gonna put that out there. Get out of the kitchen! How's her mood? We're good. I'm telling you, you definitely need to get out of the reward store, like anything to help you with the bladder or the food or the hygiene. It just helps out so much. But yeah, so like I didn't want to do all the relationship stuff off camera, but when it came to Dean, it was like I had to kind of work on it while he was there because he kept leaving. So there was just like one day where he was there and I'm like, okay, focus on him, do nothing else. I even like took vacation days off of work. I was like, no, this is what we're doing today. So I was determined to get that relationship up. How is this broken again? Just replace it. I'm over it. I did all these fancy upgrades on the appliances. I thought that was supposed to help. Because now she's got all these upgradable things. I figured, oh, might as well upgrade it. So yeah, so that's my plans. It's bringing him back to life, curing one of the vampires. I don't think I'm going to do that today because I really want to focus on this stuff and getting that aspiration done. But, the Monte Cristo sandwich. So I really want to make sure that we get our aspiration done today because I want this challenge to be done. I want to do other things. I want to be able to go flip into her new house. And I made a house for Valentina and I'm obsessed with it. So I'm ready to get her out of here too. So the house is just going to be Sam and the vampires. But, you know, Sam's about to die, so I'm not going to worry about him too much. As mean as that sounds, I know. So it's kind of funny because, like, possess, that's funny. I wonder if I'm not going to do it, but yeah, so you can possess him. That's pretty cool. As long as you don't break stuff, sweetie, okay? Kind of over everything breaking. We're almost there. And then we gotta go to work. So yeah, so now she's completed her daily task, which is supposed to help with promotions. It's like, yay, max skill. Notification wall. Connosaurus Rex. Sweet. Alright, I can delete all these. Alright, so we've reached that level. We got 2 hours, so let's, bake. I don't think we need to have a level 10 for baking, but we can do carrot bread. Oh my god, I can't talk. This is what happens when Casey wakes up at 5 in the morning to play a game. I was just so excited, you guys. Like, I'm just, the fact that I'm gonna be able to complete this, even if it's not in this episode, but I feel like it's going to be this episode because I'm going to make sure it's this episode. Bills. The fact that, you know, I was able to complete this, or even being close to completing it, makes me really happy. And we only cheated like a couple of times. It's fine. Did we finish baking? No. I put all this stuff in my inventory, not because I don't want them to eat it, but because I've noticed giving food to the ghosty ghosts is a little bit better than trying to give them paintings. They don't like her paintings or her pictures, so usually they'll like her food. Sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Yeah, I know work starts in an hour, but we gotta get our bacon done. And I found these, all these little time capsules. We got another Hopper. We got Leaf. We got Gonk. Elmira Clamp. We got some of these things. Here's all our food. Here's all the random stuff that we've collected. So yeah. I see there's like 40 pictures here of me just trying to get their friendship level up. But I'll be happy when Bean's back to human form so he could stop leaking all over the place. That would be great. Hurry up, finish baking. I know you want to talk to your boo, but you gotta finish baking. We've got an apple tree and a lemon tree. We got our pomegranate tree. Hurry up. Finish baking so you can go to work. Come on. Hurry up. I had to debug a sim for the first time. That was interesting. So she got like stuck in a loop. She was holding a glass of water and she kept trying to go to sleep, but she wouldn't put the water down. So she was holding the water and she kept going to sleep, and then she'd wake back up, go to sleep, wake back up. She did that, and I couldn't, anything I tried to do was just like, she refused. So I had to, I did a shift click and then reset object debug. So yeah. In case that ever happens to you, that's what I did. I hate this part. Sent to priests haven't arrived. Go without. Guests ask about the missing. See, she's had to do that like 3 times now, and each time I click a different, like the first time I clicked the same 2 and it was like, nah. And then, yeah, I don't know. I just want her to get promoted. That's all I want. Yeah, the annoying thing about these plasma things is they don't just go and get them. It's like, as a out of experiment, I did have to put them like on the floor and then have them pick them up. So that idea didn't work out either. Yep, you need to work out, Mr. Ghosty Ghost. I don't know. I was really nervous, and that was why I was like so focused on trying to get the relationship up. But I was so focused because everything online was like, oh, it's really hard to get the ghost to come back to the household. So I was like, great, that's what I need. But it actually wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I don't know. The gardening thing is kind of cool. Like, I don't know if that's always been a thing. I've never really did much gardening. But, and I don't know if you have to use these planter box things, but I kind of like them, so that's what I did. I don't know if there's like, if you have to cheat or if there's certain ground you have to use, but that's just, it's just what I did. I have to try to keep the counter somewhat clean or she can't do anything, obviously. I'm gonna need to sleep. Oh yeah, I planted another pomegranate tree because that was, you have to, what is the word? Graft? Yeah, graft. You have to graft the plants together, and I didn't want to lose my original pomegranate tree, because if something were to happen to it, that would suck. Ooh, you feeling flirty? It's funny. I love it. I'm so happy. We'll have to have a wedding and invite all of our Asylum friends. Except Sam, because I'm sure he'll be dead. Liana's just cleaning up after Dean's puddles. I mean, everybody's got their flaws. Oh yeah, that was the other fun thing that happened. Another vampire managed to get in our house. And yeah. Liana would rather not come. Oh, okay. Whatever. I don't really want you to come anyways. So we're going to go to Glimmerbrook. And we're going to go... I wish I could just click that, but apparently you have to go there and then walk over. Hopefully Jamie doesn't burn. Okay, it's still dark. Yeah, I've just completely disregarded most of the rules of this challenge, but that's okay. So I'm not sure if we're gonna, hopefully we can find what we're looking for. Alright, so we need to go, is it this one? Can you let me see what this is? I don't want to go to gardens. I really thought that was going to be easy. Like, I had it set up to where it was like, okay, I should have to go to work one more time, and then I'll do it. But apparently not. Okay. I love this little area. Buy potion ingredients. Just gives me, you know, Harry Potter vibes for sure. So apparently... Well, let's buy some of those. I don't know if that's what I need. Thank you for shopping. Questionable quacks. I just wanted to make sure. But apparently you can buy the death flower here. Oh, poor Sam. He's just like, I'm tired of your shit. Nope. Okay. So, breaking the rules again. I don't care. I just want to see if it gives you different options. Well, you shouldn't be sleeping on a park bench. See if it gives you different options if you're a spellcaster or not. No. Okay. Alright, well, we'll have to try again another day for that part. Anyways. Can't do anything else I wanted to do this episode, so we're gonna cure a vampire. We're gonna do it. And I got a few comments that it should be Liana. And you know, I feel like that's only fair because Liana has had a hard time accepting her vampire form. You know, so hopefully this will make her happy. Okay. So after 3 times trying to make this drink, finally got the stupid drink. Apparently, if you have stuff on the bar, they don't have anywhere to put it, so it just disappears. So we're going to make Liana drink it. 10 minutes. 10 minutes of this crap. So note to self, don't put anything on the bar. There, she's back to her normal self. Look how cute she is. Like, that's one of the reasons I'm glad that people suggested Liana, because look how cute she is. Alright. Good God. That took way longer than it should have. Are you still gonna beat up on the bear? Are you still... Oh, I thought we were gonna be in a better mood. Goodness. That was a lot of work just to turn her back into a human. A lot of work. So, it did not accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. When did we go to work? 2 days. Okay. Oh, Sam got promoted. I mean, he's almost dying, but you know, that's fine. So he has been promoted to something monk, felonious monk. He will now make an additional $6 per hour for a grand total of $23 per hour. He has also received the following bonus. 670 in a vintage baseball bat sculpture. Very cool. Very cool, Samuel. Very cool. You're the only vampire now. Liana is just so cute. I really like making her character too. We'll go ahead and eat it. Donate or decorate. I'm like, donate? I mean, that's cool, but that's not what it said. Bake. Let's see, what else can we make? Fudge bars, we already did. Finally! Good God! Flip has been promoted to Sous Chef. She will now make an additional $27 per hour for a grand total of $131 per hour. She also has received the following bonus, 1,306. Icebox Steel by Cramped Industries. Write a cookbook on the computer, her next shift. Alright, so we have completed the aspiration. So we have completed 3 aspirations, so that is the end of the challenge. We've got some stuff to do still, but we finished the challenge in all its glory. We have completed the Master Chef, the writing, and the painting. So Flip is allowed to be to go out in society. But before we do that, obviously, we're still going to try to bring Dean back before we move out, because we're going to move out with Dean. If you haven't noticed, I'm not wearing my hat anymore because that's in another room, and I just wanted to finish that for the episode. That's all I wanted to do. So I'm going to stop this here. I'm probably going to record again for the next episode in a few minutes because the child is getting ready for a nap. But I wanted to get that aspiration done. So now we have to choose a new aspiration technically. Not really. Not for the challenge. The challenge is complete. She's completed, and completed. But anyways. So yeah. In the next video, I'm gonna still work on getting Dean his ambrosia thing made. And we'll talk about a little bit more of the challenge, but this episode had gone on way longer than I anticipated. I knew I was almost there, but yeah, that's the end of this episode. So I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure that you click thumbs up, share this video with your friends, comment down below what you thought. The next video we're going to talk about the challenge itself. But yeah, have a random day. I'm done with this video. Goodbye.